Hey, welcome to my channel. First time here, so let's get acquainted. What's up, y'all? It is Tony. Excuse the background because the way that this apartment is set up, the best lighting is coming from the patio screen door, and the kitchen just happens to be in the background. So that's what we're gonna have to work with for now until I can figure out another setup situation. Welcome to my channel. And the purpose of this channel is pretty much to document my lock journey. I have never had locks before, so this is my first time ever locking my hair. This is my first time on this journey, and this is my first time starting a YouTube channel, so I'm excited for both of those things. And hopefully you guys like, comment, and subscribe. I've always wanted to say that. You don't have to comment or subscribe. I was just saying, you know, if you want to, go ahead. If you don't want to, that's fine. If you want to share it with a friend who has locks or is about to start locks, go ahead. If you don't have a friend and you just want to sit here and watch me talk about locks all day, that's fine too. Let's just get started. So this is my 1 month lock update. The date of my locks being installed is December 7th, 2017. So by the time this video goes up, it will be my 1 month anniversary. So I'm excited about that. I have stayed committed to this journey for 1 month. That is a long time considering how much I get frustrated with my hair when I can't figure out what is going on with it. I'm not gonna lie, maybe the third week in, I was like, I don't think I can do this, but I'm still here. Okay, so I do have some notes written down so that I can quickly go through and talk about what's been happening in my head for the past month. Okay, so I've already gone over my official lock start date, which is December 7th, 2017. So January 7th makes my 1 month lock anniversary. I'm going to include pictures here of what my hair looked like in its before loose natural state when it would be worn in an afro, and then also include pictures of what my hair looked like when I would get it silk pressed, and so that you can see the difference in length now that my hair is officially locked. They should pop up about or now. So now that I've included those pictures, I want to do a quick lock tour, basically showing you guys what my hair is looking like up close. So I have traction alopecia on this side of my head. It is a result of going to one of those salons that offer $50 sew-ins. The sew-in was so tight, when I took it out, my hair was gone. That was that. For that, it never grew back, and that was about 6-7 years ago at this point. So it's dead for that. I'm using castor oil, and what I like about having locks now is that I can actually tend to my scalp, because when my hair is loose natural, or was loose natural, I didn't put any products in my scalp because it weighed my hair down and made it oily, and I like my hair to have a lot of volume, so that was a no-go. So anyway, this is what my locks are looking like on this side. The texture of my hair changes in different sections of my head. So the front of my head, right here, you'll see are straighter pieces as opposed to like these curly pieces that you see in the back, because the front of my hair suffered from heat damage. These pieces are straight pieces, and pretty much the front crown section of my head, I would categorize it as a maybe mix of 3C, 4A-ish hair texture. In the middle of my head, where you see the locks are the thickest, this section of my head I would definitely categorize as 4B, because it is much thicker up in here. And then the back of my head, let me just give you guys a zoomed in view. So some of my roots are still twisted. I have washed my hair one time. Some of my roots are still twisted from when I initially got the install done, and then I did like retwist a few of them, and my dad retwisted a few of them as well, but they became loose when I used the massage brush, because I used the massage brush to wash my hair just to really get that out, because I traveled, went to Barbados, had a bunch of sand in my head and dirt, and I needed to get it out. So I used one of those massage brushes that everybody has a coupon code for on Vanity Planet. No coupon code necessary. And then the back of my hair I would categorize as a 3C texture. It's a looser curl pattern back there. So let me just turn around and show you what that's looking like. So here it is a little bit looser. I can't even come back and zoom in because I'm scared I'm gonna knock the camera over, but I'm gonna lean back a little bit so that you guys can see what my hair is looking like back here. I don't even know if that was even in the camera. I'm not going to be able to see until I run this back. I have not really done too much manipulation. I'm fine with the roots looking how they're looking now. I'm just letting my hair do its own thing. So that's working out for me. Show you guys the other side. On the other side, you'll see that the locks are still a little bit thin, but there's more locks on the edges on this side because I actually have edges on this side. So that's what that's looking like. Okay, like I mentioned, I went to Barbados and I was literally at the beach like every single day. I live for the beach. So because I was in the beach all the time, my hair was in salt water. I kept it in the style for the first few times that I went to the beach, and then after that I just ended up taking it out of the style because my hair wasn't drying all the way because of the way that the style was. So I wanted my hair to be able to dry all the way because I didn't want it to be mildew and mold and whatever drying up in my head. So I ended up taking the style down, and I hated how my hair was looking because it was so lifeless. It was so thin. It looked disgusting, and I was like, if this is what my locks are gonna look like, I'm about to comb this out like immediately. It looked ridiculous. In addition to that, my hair was super dry, obviously because it was in salt water, and I was so scared to wash my hair because I was like, oh my god, these things, the starter locks are gonna unravel, and I don't know how to do this, so I don't know what I should do. So I was just running my head underwater, like I wasn't really getting up in the roots. Some of them did unravel, so if you look, you'll see like this one right here, it's completely unraveled in the front. It has maintained its part. I don't know how, but it's completely unraveled. A lot of them have completely unraveled but still maintain their part, so I just left them alone and let them be. But as for traveling with locks, experienced dryness, and obviously it's because of the salt water, like I said. But I do think that it helped lock my hair up a little bit in the middle section, particularly where it is the thickest. Obviously, they say that when you have a thicker texture of hair, your hair locks quicker. So it makes sense that the middle of my head is starting to form locks quicker than the rest of my hair because the rest of my hair is a looser texture than that center part of my head. Let's talk about what changes I've seen so far. I've seen some texture changes. So now that I'm 1 month locked, I've noticed that my hair is getting coarser, especially in the center where it was already thick. It is getting a lot thicker. It's really feeling like spongy, like I can press it and it like has some bounce to it, but it's also feeling a little like Brillo pad-ish. I do moisturize my hair, so I do spray my hair with a water bottle to like give it life, and I do use the Talia Wajid healing oil, Talia Wajid healing oil in my head. I also use castor oil around my edges, and most recently I purchased the wild hair growth oil because the lady at the beauty supply store had locks in her hair. She said it will make my locks grow super fast. So I was like, sis, and her locks are all the way down to her behind. So if it worked for her, I hope it will work for me just the same. I also have purchased some eucalyptus oil and tea tree oil recently that I'm going to use because I do suffer from seborrheic dermatitis, which is basically like eczema of the scalp. So my scalp is always inflamed and super on fire, which has led to the development of my trichotillomania, which is when you pull your hair out. So in the areas where my seborrheic dermatitis is the worst, the only relief that I can get immediately is pulling those strands out of my head. So I do have a few spots where my hair has broken off completely because I pulled it out. So I'd say like the hair is maybe this long from my nail to this first ring on my finger. And then I have spots in my head that were completely bald that have grown back over time because this is something I've been dealing with for years now. And I'm hoping that having my hair locked will help with that because I can't pull loose strands out because there are no loose strands. So if I'm going to pull anything out, I'm going to pull out an entire lock and be looking like a bald-headed chicken. Not cute. So yes, texture changes I've noticed in my head. In the back, my hair is still soft, but it is locking up a little bit. I've also noticed that I'm having a little bit of budding. At least I think it's budding. I don't know if it's budding. Can you guys comment down below if you have locks and let me know if this is actually budding? But to me, like these pieces right here where it's starting to look like this, I'm considering that budding. I could actually be wrong. Let me know. And I've also had pieces where at the bottom it has begun to lock into itself to form those locks. So I'm going to show you two. This is one that has begun to lock in on itself at the bottom. This is another one that is starting that process right now. I have one that is a little bit further along. I have to find it though. Yeah, like the ones back here are starting to lock in on themselves. I don't know if it's because, honestly, I don't know what it would be because of. Because the texture back there is a little bit softer. So I'm actually surprised that that's happening. I'm really trying to find the one that has been putting in that work. Here's one. And I can tell when they're starting to lock in on themselves because then I'm losing the stretch of my hair, because that's another thing I've noticed. I can't put my hair up into a high ponytail anymore. And when my hair was loose natural, I could, obviously, because I had the length. But now that it's shrinking up into itself, I can't get a high ponytail anymore. The way that my hair was before, it was short in the front and then gets longer in the back. But now the back is the piece that's falling out of the ponytail. Here's another example of one that has begun to lock in on itself. So this is what I'm talking about at the ends. I'm sure there's some others in here, but those are the changes that I'm noticing. Initially, I was getting knots at the end, and I was like treating my hair as if it's loose natural, because you know when you have loose natural hair, if you feel knots, you're gonna pull them out. So I was feeling some knots around a few of them before, and I pulled the knots out, not realizing that I think that was the process of starting to lock in on itself and form that foundation. So that's something I'm gonna have to be cautious of now, keeping my hands out of my hair, because I run my fingers through my hair every day, because each lock literally feels completely different from the other lock. It is crazy. Next thing, washing my hair. I was so scared to wash my hair, like I said, but I found that washing my hair is helping it lock, because when it was lifeless and looking stupid, it's because my head was dirty, and my hair does not thrive under dirt. That's why I didn't put products in my hair before, because it makes it heavy, lifeless, and greasy. So I found that washing my hair has actually helped. What I use are two shampoos. I haven't used any conditioner because a lot of people in the lock community have cautioned against conditioner. If I find down the line that I need conditioner, I'll probably end up using it. But for now, only thing I've done is use a clarifying shampoo. I love the Tea Tree Tinkle shampoo from Trader Joe's, and it's only $2.99. So get up on that. And then I use a moisturizing shampoo after that. That's another thing I've noticed now with the locks. My hair dries a lot faster, because when I was loose natural, my hair would literally take a full 24 hours to dry. I don't understand why. So let's talk about the concerns that I have now that I'm 1 month locked. One thing I'm worried about is the size of the locks. When I got the locks installed, I asked for medium-sized parting, because I do want my locks to be thick. There are a lot of people on YouTube who have beautiful locks. Daisy, I love the thickness of her locks. Issa Monologues, I love the thickness of her locks, and she's also one of the other reasons why I decided to start a lock journey channel in the first place. I'm worried about the sizing of my locks, because I do want them to be thick, not super thick, but I want them to be thicker than a pencil. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna end up with locks that thick. I've also noticed that lint is attaching to my hair already. I'm already having to pull pieces of lint out of my head. Another concern that I have is the styling of my locks. This is the first time where I literally do not know how to do my hair. As a loose natural, I have no problem taking care of my hair. I don't know how to retwist. I feel like I don't have strong enough palms to like really get it going how I need to. So I had to have my dad help me out the first time. I tried to do it before in the back, and I just gave up, because I was just like, I cannot, Dad. So that's what's really killing me. And that's a primary reason why my hair is not retwisted right now, because I just can't get it. It's so complicated to me. That's what I'm worried about. And then how often I style, because like I said, I do want to keep my hairline intact, and I don't want to end up with locks thinning at the root because I've retwisted too much. Because I've seen people who have amazing healthy hairlines, like Danielle locks. Her locks are gorgeous. Her locks are also another like gold lock thickness size for me. And her hairline is flourishing and looks amazing. And then there's people who I see who literally look like Stevie Wonder and have like no hair right here and some locks in the back, and that ain't what I'm looking for. So I do plan on getting my locks professionally retwisted again, probably at the end of January, early February. And that will be like 2 months since I've had it retwisted. So I feel like that's enough time to like let my roots breathe, and it won't be too much. Ultimately, those are all the changes that I had. That's everything that I've been noticing. If you have any advice for me for any of the concerns that I have, or you have any ideas on how I can learn how to retwist my hair, because I've looked at YouTube videos. And another thing is I don't want to use too many clips because I don't know how to clip my hair down properly. So if you can help me out in any of these things, definitely leave a comment below and let me know. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. Thanks for staying as long as you have, because as I said, it's gonna be a chatty video. So I'm pretty sure you stuck it out. You the winner. You the real MVP. And I'll see you guys next time. Do not forget to share and like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Okay, bye.